What up? What up? We are here Tuesday, man. What's going on with y'all? Everybody doing good. Hope everybody staying blessed, man. You know how it is. Soaked up on your way. Just passing through on this Tuesday. Nothing much to talk about. But I got to talk about the Cleveland Browns, man. They're a hot topic right now. We definitely got to talk about them. And shout out to everybody that's out there, man. That's been on supporting my channel. That's been watching my channel over the time. Shout out to everybody in all different type of work field out there, man. Shout out to all the teachers that's back to school. They got an important job to do. Shout out to all the teachers out there that's committed to doing what they got to do to educate the students, man. Some kids could be hard to deal with, but you guys stay locked in and keep going to work day in and day out. So shout out to all the good teachers out there that's doing what they got to do, and all the administrative people, everybody that work in the school, man. You got some people, they work in the school because that's really their passion. And some people, they just do it for a job, At the end of the day, as long as you care about what you do, that's all that matters. We got 2 people up in the building. Hit the thumbs up for me. Let me know where you tuning in from. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Shout out to all the truck drivers out there. No matter what company you work for, shout out to all the owner operators. The local truckers, stuff like that. All the food service drivers. Lou, what's poppin', bro? Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all hit the thumbs up and check in. Shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the companies that is hiring drivers out there. I still got a bad habit. I don't know if it's a bad habit or a good habit, right? You need a good movie to watch. I'm gonna tell you this movie I just got done watching. Oh my gosh, I just got done watching this movie, bro. When it comes to my mind, I'm gonna tell you. I literally just got done watching it. Okay, it's called The Outlaws. Yeah, The Outlaws. It's about this guy. He's getting married, and he have not met this girl's parents yet. And when he met them, he found out that they're bank robbers, stuff like that. It's really funny movie. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just got done watching that, and yeah, The Outlaws. And it's actually produced by Adam Sandler. Pretty, yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, pretty funny movie. I try to get into this other one just now as we speak, but it started out kind of stupid, so I stopped watching it. Something to do with we are cops or something like that. Man, we got 3 people in the building. Always, drivers, let me know. Always, if you're a truck driver, let me know. If your company is hiring, right? Let me know. And no matter what field you're in, no matter what career field you is, always share if your company is hiring, stuff like that. Let me know, man. Made $1,000 today. Both my load dropped off today. Arcadia, Florida to Conyers, Georgia, 752. Not bad. And then you picked up in Jefferson to log off, South Carolina. So Is it fair to say you ran under you drove under 700 miles and you made $1,000? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Shout out to all the over the road drivers, man. Gotta do what you gotta do to make that money, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I was you or Sean, I try to do short hops every single day, man. I wouldn't even. Sometimes you look at those long hauls; they're not even worth it. You know, short hops and try to make you $600 to $1,000 per day. That's what I'll do. Put 314.87 in diesel. That's not bad. So you put 347 in diesel, made $1,000. Now the $1,000 after the company take out their, what do they take out? 20% or 15%? So 700 minus 20%. Yeah, Texas do got a lot of good loads. So okay, so 35% of $700 is, I don't know, and I'm not gonna try to figure out. But I just know it's somewhere close to about $500 you made today, which is not bad. I definitely like go with the short hops if I was you. You know, yeah, 35%. It is a lot, but if you get a kickback on fuel surcharge, stuff like that, could help out. You know what I mean? Yeah, them percentage, man. Sometimes those percentage be killing the game. You know, that's why I don't know if you own your trailer. That's why that'd be my first training thing that I try to accomplish is getting a trailer. I get my trailer, man, and I'll do my own thing out there because you can make the most when you own the most. You know, definitely try to get my trailer. So you're looking more at paying 10 to 15%, whichever company it might be. You know what I mean? When you paying out 10% for every $1,000, you get to keep like $900, which is not bad. You know, it sounds just like McLean Food Service down there, and McLean Food Service, man. Like the driver's got to pay, like I think it's like. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know Lou. Like the driver got to pay like what 20% or 25% if they get a helper on the food service division, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, man. You telling me just because I need a helper, it's coming out of my check? What the heck? You know? Yeah, that is absolutely like ridiculous, but that's just the game that we gotta play. That's just the way. We got 3 people in here, man. Hit the thumbs up for me. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. If this is your first time watching my channel, you got any questions, go ahead, man. And feel free to type it in the comment section. So I'm glad I'm not a fan of the Cleveland Browns. Well, you know what? I'm not even worried about the Cleveland Browns. The heck with the Cleveland Browns. They can do what they want. The coach doesn't like Shador. Who cares? I'm gonna stop talking about them. They're not worthy of me talking about them no more. You know what I mean? Who cares about the Cleveland Browns, man? Like they're the weirdest franchise I ever seen do things anyway. Because like the Cleveland Browns, they got one quarterback in Deshaun Washington who they owe about $250 million, right? And then they literally drafted like two quarterbacks and Gabriel and Shador. Then the other day they went and got Huntley. Who knows how long he gonna be on the team. Then they got Flacco, who they say is supposed to start, and they got Pickett. Man, this got to be the worst front office in the football this year. Like they should be excluded from the NFL. Like like anybody that's playing them, it should be like a exclusion. Like, what you mean exclude? Oh yeah, we kick them out this year. Like they're not worthy of showing up on the NFL field because that just don't make no sense. I ain't never seen a team with that many quarterbacks. And out of all the quarterbacks they got, none of them adds up to one quarterback. None of them ain't ready. None. Not even one of them. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people talking about Shador. Shador ain't ready for the NFL. You know what I mean? Like if they wanted to do it right, Chauncey, what's going on? If they wanted to do it right, they would have drafted either Shador or Gabriel and get them ready the right way. Have Flacco as a veteran, to bring the rookie along. You know what I mean? Because I see a big problem with Shador, man. He hangs on to the ball too long. You know what I mean? It's not like Cam that gets rid of that ball. So, that organization is just ridiculous, man. Any Cleveland Brown fans out there, man, I feel bad for y'all. You know, y'all like. Let me tell you guys something. Anybody that's listening to this live right now, if you want to make money every week, if you're a betting person and you want to make money every week in the NFL, okay, do this, right? Every week, I don't care what it is, right? I don't care how much money it is. Every week, just bet against Cleveland Browns, the Dallas Cowboys, the Miami Dolphins, and the New York Jets. You can't go wrong. That's like the best odds. Like just bet against those teams. I don't even care who they're playing. Just bet against them. The Cleveland Browns, Miami Dolphins, Dallas Cowboys, and the Jets. Like you at the end of the year, you'll win more than you lose. Like trust me. That's a good strategy. You know what I mean? You'll definitely be on top. You bet against all those teams because all them teams is horrible, man. Every single team on here is horrible. Every single team I just named is horrible. We got 6 people up in the building. Appreciate y'all for coming through. You know, hit the thumbs up, man. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. It's Tuesday. You say anyone work for LTL company? Hey, is anyone working for LTL company? Let me know. You trying to go LTL? I know it's a AAA Cooper. They're hiring. They are hiring. You know what I mean? I don't know how that company is. I know they talking about they pay $33 an hour. $33 an hour or something like that, man. We got 9 people up in the building right now. Y'all hit the thumbs up. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from, man. So I've partnered with this credit repair company, man. So if your credit is going sideways right now, you want to get your credit back together, just drop me an email, rctv876@gmail.com. And we'll get you back on track, man. We'll get you going the right direction. You know what I mean? This is like my first. I'm kind of This is like my first real partnership, man. So I'm saying if you guys know anybody that are trying to get back on track, just let me know and drop me an email. And we get you guys set up, get you guys good to go. Truck Money Al, what's going on, bro? Oh, Chauncey May say he just left PFG and went to Anderson DeBoos. I may end up back with PFG by way of Jay. Let me ask you something about that company because I see them coming down south. What do they deliver, bro? Because I see that company coming down here And I see they got like a white and orange truck. What do y'all deliver, bro? I'm just curious of what that company delivers. You know, what do you guys deliver? You say you might go back PLG. Oh, they do McDonald's. Okay, but I guess I seen a different department come down here for something different. Oh, they took some stores from Martin Brower. Well, they gotta have a dry division that does something else, man. I seen that company, yo. Like I literally seen that company, but I don't know what they do. Yo. So let me ask you a question. So Martin Brower doesn't have McDonald's on lot no more like that. That's crazy, man. Hey, you talking about delivering? You talking about delivering pork shoulders? Growing up in Jamaica, having hogs on the damn farm. Now that smells right there. Yeah, I thought Martin Brower. I for one, I thought McDonald's owned that company or something, man. The way they are so tight, you know. I don't know. I think McDonald's gonna pay though. I think McDonald's gonna go back to Martin Brower. I don't know because they just have such a good system going. Like their system was so perfect. Like you literally thought that was you literally thought that was the owners. You know. Oh, you say they do Chipotle too? That's what's up, man. Can you pass the charger, please? Yeah. So, oh, they got McDonald's locked in the Midwest. Okay. Yeah, I just never heard of that company. But hey, by the way, how do they pay, Chauncey? How do they pay? Because if they took out, hey, let me tell you, if they took over most of the McDonald's in North Florida, that means Martin Brower's in trouble, yo. Because you already know. If they did North Florida, you better believe they got their eyes set for South Florida. Cause like every company is always looking for better service, better price, better everything, man. You know, every company is always looking for that. For real, for real. Brian Willis, what's going on, man? Florida, they advertising like 85K a year. Yeah, that's literally advertising more than what Martin Brower is playing right now. Martin Brower, Orlando lost only on their 10 stores or somewhere around that number. They gaining a lot more. Also, you say Martin Brower is gaining a lot more stores. Like what kind of stores? Hold up. You say Anderson is 98 a year, but only 4 days a week. Why you leaving then? Why you leaving, bro? Like, I'm not leaving that. I'm not leaving that, bro. You know what I mean? I am not leaving that. I can't believe they still open a McDonald's, man. They got like a McDonald's on every corner. I know one thing they didn't. I know one thing that they're not opening. At least I didn't see it. I don't see no Burger King opening. I don't know if you guys see any Burger King opening, but if you guys do, please go over there and tell them like just to close it. Like don't even think about opening it. Just close it. 'Cause Burger King been trash. Yeah, I would. Hey, 4 day work week, 95K. I'm not leaving that job, bro. A matter of fact, I drive from where I live to Orlando to go work for that company. I'm telling you right now, bro. See, everybody trying to save money. Everybody trying to save money, man. That's what's up. I like that, man. I like when there's more opportunities created and stuff like that, man. It's just better for everybody, man. Because when truck drivers don't have no choices, that's where they get us, man. That's where they have us by the you know what. But the more choices we have, the better it is for everybody, man. You know, because boy, oh boy. Yes, sir. Yeah, Wawa should definitely get their own truck. Now that makes sense. Talking about Wawa, man. Wawa is opening their first travel center, $600 million project in North Carolina, bro, where truck drivers can park, take a shower, and all that, and people that's traveling. Wawa is opening up their first travel center, and they plan to add a lot more, yo. So that's big, yo, for people that's delivering the Wawa and stuff like that. That's money got money written all over it, bro. Man, you gotta remember that Costco is only hiring 85 drivers. That's a lot of drivers though, but still, like them positions gonna be filling like less than a day. Oh, I today I had some pad thai, however you want to call it, pad thai or palai. I had some shrimp pad thai. I'm trying not to eat after 6 p.m. I'm on my new intermittent fasting. Um, you know, I'm on a 10-6, so you know how that is. Kind of hard, but the seat guys. What's a seat guy? And how do you get to be a seat guy? SWAT. How you get to be a SWAT guy? I wonder if they gonna allow us to be on the SWAT team over here. So let me ask you a question. Are they gonna have a SWAT team at Cheney, Chauncey? or do I just call PFG and ask about that position? Up there, OPCO. Well, if it's up to the people that, if it's up to the operation people, man, no, we ain't gonna have no SWAT team because nah, these people ain't paying out no money like that. No, I'm talking about okay. All right, this is what I'm talking about. All right, you know what? I want to be on the SWAT team, but my operation is not struggling. I need to talk to PFG corporate, man. I got to get on some type of team. So you know what? I'm gonna call corporate, yo. Chauncey, you got some numbers for me to call, man. Email me a number for me to call. I need to get on the SWAT team because we not gonna have no SWAT team because no, I know, I just know. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my so we can be a part of the SWAT team too. Okay, my email is right there. Bro, my email is right there. Like literally right there on the screen. You know? I'm a literally like put myself on that SWAT team. 'Cause I understand that a SWAT team is just like when I was at US Food, you go out of town, like they gotta rent you a hotel and you get like I think like $50 or $75 a day for food. And if you don't use that $75 a day for food, you literally get to put it in your pocket. And you literally get like that 60 $70 an hour for real. And then you go when you literally go into work, you got guys that's just screaming at you. You know what I mean? They mad as hell. They try to do their little strike thing or whatever they doing. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to work, bro. I don't care about nothing what y'all got going on. So let me go and get this truck and go deliver these groceries, man. You know? Hey, at US Food, even at Cisco, they be upset. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the guys can't even get out the yard with the truck, man. It's total crazy. It's craziness, bro. It is craziness. You know what I mean? Oh, most definitely, man. You definitely saving some money when you cook. You know what I mean? Definitely save some money when you cook, for real. But yeah, talking about Costco though, man. Yeah, Costco is definitely gonna be Costco is definitely a hot topic right now in the Treasure Coast. Definitely a hot topic. I know guys. I literally like. I'm like all jokes aside, like like we be talking about this for a while now. But all jokes aside, I know plenty of guys at my company that want to go to Costco. Everybody out of the U.S. food drop yards want to go to Costco. Half of the beer guys that I know in Fort Pierce want to go to Costco. Um, I know like two or three owner operators that want to go to Costco. So it's literally like they didn't even start hiring yet, but they literally like got enough drivers to fill the 85 slot like right away. As soon as they put out that they're hiring, like they literally like got enough drivers to pull in. So and they're starting at 31. They're starting at like 31.80 an hour, and their top pay is 38. One thing that's good about Costco is that they definitely don't like you working over 8 hours. That's one thing I was gonna bring up. But one thing about Costco is that they do start at 31 and they go up to 38, but you definitely gotta have some bills paid down to go to a company like that, you know. Oh yeah, Costco give you raises. And the thing about their raise, it's not like a yearly raise. It's depends on the amount of hours you put in. That's how you get your raises. And all this information I'm sharing with you is because I got friends that work there. You know what I mean? And get you about. Oh, let me tell you what's gonna happen with Costco. The majority of those drivers that live in Miami and far away like that those guys aren't moving to Port St. Lucie, so that's why they probably end up hiring more than 85 drivers because they're picking up those all those stores in the West Coast. They're gonna pick up those stores, so it's gonna be a lot of work, man. You know, so it's not gonna be food service money, but it is for what it is, man. It's easy work, and you lose a lot of money. You lose a heck of a lot of money, but sometimes you just gotta put things in perspective. When something usually come your way, man, you might as well jump on it. But for those guys who need the money, stay where you at. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you got choices. And if it's one thing that we need, it's choices. You know. But me personally, I lose a heck load, a lot of money. But boy, oh boy, sometimes I think about dropping down the lift gate. Not a lift gate. Sometimes I think about winding down a landing gear or winding down like 20 case or 80-pound meat for the day. And boy, oh boy, that's a lot to think about, man. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think yeah, you're right. 50 to 50. I say around 50 hours is realistic. 50 hours is realistic. And you're gonna have those guys that's gonna figure out how to get 55. So that's realistic. And I don't mind working 55 hours, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? And somebody do the math real quick. Somebody do the math. 3180. Somebody do the math real quick. Worst case scenario or best case scenario, paycheck $31.80 at 55 hours a week. How much money that is? Like $1,600. How much money that is? Somebody do the math. But remember, you got to do time and a half after 40. Somebody do the math real quick. What's that? 1,600 a week? 1,500 a week? What is that? Let me know. You know what I mean? Remember, these are all numbers, man. You can make numbers work by you can make numbers work by moving numbers around. What I mean by that? By cutting back on your expenses, cutting back on a car payment or two, you know, you can make numbers work, man. Oh, so okay, that's not bad at all. So if you can push it to 55 hours, that's 1950 in a week. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all, man. $31. So okay. That's encouraging, man. Hmm? That's very encouraging, man. Trust me. You say 2 to 3 years of food service? My plan is Yeah, that was more like my ideal, like plan. Like if I can hit 1800, I'll be good. A lot of people do get hooked on the pay, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like if I can get me $1,800 a week at Costco, I'm going, bro. A matter of fact, I'm not even gonna look at the paycheck that I get from Costco. If they call me, bro, I'm going into that interview. That's all I gotta say. If they call me, I'm taking the interview. You know what I mean? I'm taking that interview, bro. I wanna hear what they gotta say. You know? I want to hear what they gotta say, you know? Hey, Trump Money out. I see that real 1K been paying attention to the channel, man. I see you've been listening. Yep, there's not a you can make 90, you can make that work, man. Between 90 and 120, you can make that work, bro. Oh yeah. And we got a person that's in the live right now that didn't hit the thumbs up. We got some people in the live, man, that's just watching. They're not participating in the comment, just watching, man. Let us know where you tuning in from. Let us know. Nah. Hey, real 1K, let me stop you right there. You don't need that much to make 180. Not that Cheney. Trust me on that. You do not need that much to make 180. And one day I gotta show you some checks, man. Like that one day I gotta show you some checks. We can't do it on the air right now. I got some homeboys at Palm Beach. I gotta show y'all some checks one day. You like coming home to your girl with energy. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Come home. Hey, I hope when you hey, I hope when you come home with that energy, I know I hope y'all know what to do with that energy, man. Oh man. uh oh man, I got the munchies right now. I can't eat, man. I'm on my new intermittent fasting. I wonder how long that's gonna be lasting. Last time I was on my last fast, it lasted about 4 days. So that's not bad. So see how long this one gonna last, man. It's all about discipline, man. You know, I don't like where my weight at, so I gotta take control of my weight. Trying to lose 15 pounds in 15 days, guys. Let's see if I can do it. 15 pounds in 15 days. Oh, damn well that ain't gonna happen. It's probably like more like 15 pounds in 2 months or a month. I could lose 15 pounds in a month. Just run hard and drink water. Derek, what going on, man? I see that US Food Fall Dreams and Falls Hope are trying to merge with PFG. That went through the window. You know what I mean? I see. Hey, I seen the news. I read the news. I read the news. They went to PFG and asked PFG. Oh, I heard US Food trying to merge with you. PFG was like, man, we don't know them niggas over there. Know them boys over there, man. We ain't talked to them. You- PFG just snubbed them, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's like going to PFG. Like, hey, you roll with US Foods? PFG, like, man, we don't know them like that. PFG was like, man, we don't know them like that. We don't know them like that, man. You know? We do not know them boys like that. They got snubbed, man. I'm being for real. Y'all can read up on it. So y'all can put that story to rest, man. Like, US Food was going around talking about they want to merge with PFG. They didn't even talk to PFG yet. They just talking about they want to merge. They'll think it's good for both parties. Man, PFG don't want nothing to do with y'all, man. They do not know what you want nothing to do with y'all. You say crackheads got them lose weight quick. US Food didn't want to merge with PFG when PFG was smaller. But now they getting bigger. Well, they are bigger. Now y'all want to merge with them? Nah, bro. It ain't going down like that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. They see PFG got some areas on lock that they like. Cause let's be honest, man. Florida is a big area for food service. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. It's a big area. Everybody know that, right? When you look at the whole map of the United States, it might be small, but it's a big area, bro. And US Food saw that PFG bought Cheney. And Cheney run a lot of stuff in Florida. Like, let's be honest. Man, US Food ain't like that, bro. You say from what you heard, you need to do 900 cases plus? Nah, bro. It all depends how much. Nah, it all depends how much you make. You don't gotta do 900 cases to make money. Over here, you talking? Nah. It's a combination of a few things. If it's a combination of cases, it stops. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you a real example, real 1K. I'm gonna tell you, let me turn on my calculator real quick. I'm only doing 500 cases tomorrow, right? But I'm gonna tell you how much my route gonna pay tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you how much my route gonna pay. I'm gonna be straight up with you real quick. Let me grab my calculator real quick. Calculate, do some calculation. Yeah, so I only got 500 cases tomorrow, and I'm still gonna make about $345. So you don't need all them cases to make money, man. It's a combination of few things. You just gotta know your component, know your route. You know, and you gotta love this. The street accounts. You gotta love stops. You gotta want stops because you gotta remember we get $5 per stop, bro. So if you can push 20 stops a day, that's like $100 a day that you're making over here, and you can literally make over $500 a week just on stops. And you gotta remember, my route is not like around the corner, so I'm making money on miles too. So like, you just gotta know your component and know your route. Like, I'm a case heavy guy. I want to do $100 a day on stops or more. But if I can't do it, I want to get as close as possible, right? So that's my key element in making money right there. You know, it's a combination of everything. So yeah, 900 cases is good, but you don't need that to make money at Cheney. You really don't. You just cannot. You can't be scared of stops, yo. You know, and a lot of guys they're scared of stops. You know, and you gotta remember, like we got that. We have that 10% formula for the week, and we also have the overtime formula. So everything adds up. You know, that's what they tell you in an interview. Man, them boys don't know that. But them boys. Hey, that's what they tell you in an interview for real. Man, let me not even say nothing, but crazy. Yeah, because in chain account, yeah, vice versa. You gotta have a lot of cases because you don't have the opportunity to have a lot of stops. But they just don't know. Like you gotta understand how important it is to have stops in the day shift, bro. Like it's so important to have stops, y'all. Because the day shift, bro. If we making $5 a stop, cause we just don't get as much cases that chain account get, right? And you got some drivers that they shy away from stops. Like they get more than 12 stops and they start crying and stuff. You know what I mean? Bro, that's $60. So if you get 12 stops a day, $60 a day, right? If you average 12 stops a day, $60 a day, 5 times 60 is 300. That means I'm a type of driver I'm willing to do $200 more per stop than you. So I'm doing $500 a week just off of stops, right? So what I'm telling you is that 2, 4, 6, 8 in a month's time, I'm making over $800 a month than the average driver that cries about stops. So 8 times 10 is 8,000 plus another 2 months. That's what 88 plus another six. So I'm making 9,600 more than the average driver is just on stops for the year. You know what I'm saying? So there's a bunch of different ways to hustle, man. I don't care about knocking them stops out. I start early, knock out all the early stops. I got a thing in my head. I call it 10 by 10. I want to be at stop 10 before 10 o'clock, before 10 a.m. You know what I mean? And I just keep running and everything just keep flowing. You know, if you're at 10 by 10, you know, by the time 12 o'clock comes, you're either going to be almost done or you're not going to have that many left to do. You know, so that's what it is, man. It ain't too. They got Tim doing 1,200 cases. Man, ain't nobody, I'm going to tell you right now, ain't nobody doing 1,200 cases a day. Not where we work at. Not every day. I'll tell you right now. Not where we work at. 1,200 cases every single day? Nah, bro, that's 6,000 cases a week off of 5 days. You know, that's chain account numbers right there. Shit, some chain account drivers don't even make that many cases. That's a lot of cases. And it's all about starting somewhere. It's all about not being like, let me tell you, when you become like a food service driver, it's all about not being scared from work, right? It's all about like being able to like take on any single route, go anywhere, anytime, and doing whatever. That's how you get to learn all the different routes, and that's how you gonna see your paycheck gonna go up and down, and you gonna understand. Okay, I did this route. This route had 800 cases for 7 stops, but I made more money on the route that had 750 cases for 22 stops. That's how you gonna figure out things like that. You know, component is a very tricky thing sometimes, but you got some routes like you gotta like let's just say you got a local route that average 700 case a day, right? 14 stops a day versus a route that average 670 case a day with about 18 stops. But that route that have 670 cases is also doing like 95 to 100 miles a day. So now you got to take, for example, you got to take an account for the miles, and now you got to take into account for the overtime because that route that's going 90 miles a day, they're literally traveling like an hour and a half a day just travel time. So at the end of the week, that route is going to have more overtime than the local route, even though the local route have more cases. So at the end of the year, you probably have that route with the less cases, probably making $15,000 more than that local route. So it's a lot of things you gotta like understand when it comes to food service, man. You know, every number count. You know what I mean? Trust me. Now getting paid hourly is just a different animal, man. Getting paid hourly, you just gotta move different, bro. You know, if your route say you gonna complete in 13 hours, it's okay if you're doing it in 14. It's quite okay. You know, yeah, getting paid hourly is a different animal. Like everything just moves slower for you. So, hey, real 1K man, you've been rocking with my channel for a while. You earned a badge. You earned a badge, but I can't do it on the StreamYard. So next time we do a live on the regular live, you earned a badge, bro. Hey, Truck Money, explain the badge to real 1K because he don't know the rules. You've been around for a while, bro. You know the rules. You know the only time I hide somebody on my channel, I hide two type of people on my channel, man. And I hide people on my channel that Trump Money. Go ahead, man. I know you know the rules. I know you know the rules, bro. I'm gonna let Trump Money explain the rules, and I'm gonna do. And Lou earned the badge too, man. Lou been holding it down for a minute. Lou definitely. Lou definitely earned the badge. You know, he been rocking with me for a while. You know, bro. I see everybody that I remember. I know Eric Sean earned the badge too. Owner operator, rocking me for a while. You know, like literally every time I tune in, man, they tune in. If I do a live and I have nobody else on it, I can count on these people. You know what I mean? And like back in the days when my live Trump Money, no man, like back in the days when my live stream used to be jumping, bro. I'm talking about we had so much people in it, and we used to talk about craziness, man. But we gotta start all over again. Oh yeah, you already got the badge though, Derek. I know that. That's why I gave you the badge. You know, or the hammer, whatever they call it, or the wrench. Oh, definitely more interviews coming, man. I just, I told everybody like if they want to get on an interview, is just to drop me an email. Hey, you guys remember too, man. If you guys know anybody who want their credit repair, drop me an email, man. We steer you guys in the right direction. Yeah, we going hard, man. We going hard on this YouTube thing again. So we definitely gonna be you know. Hey, but my number one rule is, hey, I definitely love to interview you. There, just drop me an email, bro, and we set up the day. You know what I mean? Definitely set up the day, bro. But my number one rule is, man, is that I don't like nobody coming to my live and saying to me, "Hi." I just find that to be weird. You know what I mean? And that's definitely a rule. If you go back to my lives, like way back in the days, man, I used to block people. They used to come in my live, man. Cause first of all, like most of them used to be trolls. That's how you see a troll, like right away. They'll come to your live and they'll be like, "Hi." Like, what are you telling grown man hi for? Man, boom, block. Man, we used to have to block so much people back in the days, bro. Like it wasn't even funny. We were blocking people left and right, man. You know? Trump money, you remember that? You remember that? You remember how bad that used to get on my nerves, bro? Like a grown man rolling up in my life. Hi, block. Hi, block. you know? Because I didn't know where they were going with that, man. I did not know where they're going. So that was like my number one rule. And then, like, we were blocking everybody. As soon as they come up with a negativity, bro, block. Hey, I remember, I don't know if you can remember, we say he might have some funny trolls, yo. We had this funny troll, man. I forgot the name of the troll, but you had the daddy, you had the brother, you had the sister, bro. I remember like it was yesterday, bro. And I had to tell you guys not to block them because it was funny. You know what I mean? I forgot the name of that troll, man. But shout out to all them trolls back in the days, man. They were kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, some of them just came in with the weird stuff, man. Like, boom, as soon as you get weird, boom, block. But I just don't got time for negativity. Like, some people entertain it, but some people don't. Yeah, I got an idea who was doing it, man. I got an idea who was doing it too, but I ain't got no proof. So, oh yeah, that definitely child support was a hot topic. You know what I mean? A lot of guys going through that child support stuff today, man. I I don't wish that on my. Well, you know what? I do wish child support on my worst enemy. Why people always say that, man? I don't wish that on my enemy. I wish bad things on my enemy, bro. God, please forgive me, but I'm just being honest, man. Why do people say I don't wish that on my enemy? I don't wish that on my enemy. What you guys wish on your enemy? You wish for your enemy to have a nice place of steak right now for dinner and something to drink with their legs up, watching TV, all comfortable in the AC? Nah, man, you wish your enemy was on the road, nowhere to live, nothing to eat. I don't wish good on my enemy, man, but unfortunately, God told us that we gotta love thy neighbor, so we gotta love them idiots, yo. Oh, definitely get with me, bro. Definitely get with me. Definitely get with me, bro. And I have, matter of fact, put your number in my email, man. I had them people call you tomorrow. You know? Yeah, man. I do. Hey, for real, man. For real, bro. Like I be like I'm definitely like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm not even like how I used to be because I'm definitely into my scriptures nowadays. And one thing I'm battling with, man, is God literally want us to love our enemies, bro. He literally want us to love our enemies. That's just hard, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Like most times I just want to hit my enemies over the head, run them over with the food service truck. Hey, and there's company that this credit repair company that I partner with. They're so good that they really only deal with people that they really only deal with people that's trying to get a house because they're like a referral based company. So they really get paid off of referrals, right? So that's what makes them good. They're just not out there trying to like take your money. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, like I know I know how to like dive into fixing my own credit, but it's a lot of headache, it's a lot of time. So sometimes if you got a little bit of money, man, you can get somebody to do it for you while you out there working. I don't see the problem, bro. It's just like knowing how to wash your car, but are you gonna wash it right? Nah, nah. It's not expensive at all. But here's the catch. I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't gonna tell nobody else, but I'm gonna tell you this, right? But everybody else can hear me though. So okay, I'm gonna tell you. This is the catch, right? Once you get in with the program, right? It's only gonna cost you 120 a month. Here's the catch though. If you bring somebody, however much month you're gonna need a company, no contract. However much month you're gonna need a company. If you bring in one person, you're gonna get half off your next month's payment, right? But if you bring in two people, that's gonna cancel out your next month payment. Get it? So you can bring in as much people as you want. And you live in Maryland, so I know you know a lot of people with bad credit because you guys root for the Ravens and y'all work for U.S. Foods, so I know you know a lot of people with. That's a bad joke, man. Oh man, yeah, yeah. Hey, everything's expensive nowadays. Real 1K. Everything's expensive, bro. You know, everything's expensive, bro. I even see this new house that I want. That I want to sell my house. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I see this new house that I want because I want to move back in the community. You know what I mean? See this new house I want is over five, but I'm not buying it until they bring it back down in the forest. Like that's too much money. It's definitely gonna come back down because ain't nobody buying no house right now. You know. But when it comes down to where I want it, I'm definitely gonna make the move because yeah, I don't want to live where I live no more, man. Ain't no wrong with where I live, but I just want to go to a community, back to a community setting. Yeah, that's just crazy. I mean, back in the day, you could get like a nice little used pickup truck for like $20,000. 45K is a lot of money. You better off buying a brand new truck, bro. You get more. You gonna get more incentives. You're gonna get more warranty and everything. I'll just go to Ford and buy me a brand new truck if I'm gonna spend 45K on the 2019. Oh, I'm still gonna stay in the house. Hey, truck money. You probably seen this builder up there. They call Dream Finders. I know they got some. They got some houses in Tampa and Orlando. Dream Finders. Yeah, I'm going them. Yeah, I'm definitely going to the house. It's a little bit bigger than my house right now, but I don't really care about the size. To be honest with you, like I don't care if it's bigger or smaller. I just want to go back for a community setting. I realize I'm more of a community person, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I'm trying to be where I'm moving to. I'm trying to be the first house on my street, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I want to be the first house on the street because I want to kind of control the culture. I know that sounds weird to y'all, but I'm being serious. Like I want to control the vibe, man. I want to. As soon as the neighbor move in, bro, I'm gonna go up to them and talk to them, introduce myself, just get the vibe rolling, man. You know, I want to control the flow. You know, and I'm 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 hoping for my dream to come true, man. And one of my dream was to have. Okay, so I'm living my dream right now, guys. I'm living my dream. Uh, I always wanted to build a house from scratch. I'm living here right now, but one of my other dream was to have a house sitting on a cul-de-sac, and I got an opportunity to get a house on the cul-de-sac, so I'm definitely gonna go for that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta make your dreams come true, bro. And then after I made that dream come through, you know, I'm going for another dream, man. You gotta dream and keep dreaming, man. Just reach for it. And one thing I realized, man, as I was like reaching for these dreams, one thing I realized that's not important, that wasn't important to me no more, is cars. Cars are not important to me no more, man. I don't know, like v- vacations kind of like become like more important to me than cars. Oh, most definitely, definitely. You know, most definitely, man. But definitely gonna get that corner lot off in the cut. I really wanted a one story, but the house that's going to be on corner lot got to be a two-story. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you. My other dream is to try to buy two houses in that community. You know, see if I can rent out one of them. But we'll see. See how that goes, man. Oh yeah, man. Like cars, like truck money. I literally like told myself, bro. Like between me and you, man, I don't want to make no more car payments, bro. I'm literally done with that, bro. It's definitely discouraging, bro, but it can still be done. It's turning to see the problem with you guys up there. You're kind of like stuck. You're kind of like stuck where it's kind of like a seller's market up in the north, right? Especially when you go up into like New York, it's kind of like a seller's market, right? But for us down here and down south right now, we're in a buyer's market. So I understand what you're going through, man. But don't be discouraged, man. Just always a deal that's gonna open, bro. And when the deal open, bro, you gotta be ready. You gotta be right. Credit got to be right, down payment got to be ready. You just got to go make an offer, boom, go. And the higher your credit is, the more, the better it's gonna be. Cause you make enough money, you want to go with a conventional loan. You know what I mean? I mean, you can go FHA if you only want to put down 3.5%. But if you can afford to put down that 20%. Now let's be realistic, man. That's one thing that's messed up about the market nowadays. Like it's not even affordable to like put down 20% no more, man, because these houses are so expensive. You talking about like 500,000 trying to come up with like 20%. It's like 100 grand. That's like crazy, you know. I know some conventional you can come up with like 5%, 10%, stuff like that. Meet it in the middle, meet it halfway. But the easiest way to go is FHA. All you need to do is come up with a 3.5%. The good thing about communities, like majority of communities, man, if you go FHA at a 3.5%, majority of communities will pay your closing costs. So you literally don't really have to worry about the closing costs like that. So that's really good right there. So that's something to look forward to. I hear my damn dog barking back there. He must want to come inside now. I'm about to go let him inside. Yeah, the market is crazy. The market is crazy, man. But yeah, guys, man, that's all we got for today. Definitely we going live tomorrow, man. We after I get out the gym. I'm joining the gym tomorrow, man. I'm trying to get back right, trying to get back fit. After I leave the gym, I'm gonna go right. We going live. Let me ask you guys a question. Would you guys go to the gym before you go to work or after you go to work? Before or after? Last question before I get out of here. After. Yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed, man. Yeah, we definitely. I was thinking after too, so we definitely gonna go start going from work straight to the gym. Definitely gonna do that. It's probably gonna be a lot less crowded because us food service drivers, we got different type of time. So appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Remember, Chauncey, if you still listening, man, drop me an email. Y'all be easy.